well, again, like I was saying, we got to keep an eye on gold on the side of Team Sexy. There's definitely some crazy plays. It's definitely going to be coming down to positioning here. Everybody's kind of going into their one way here. Who do you got your money on, T-Rex?
I don't know. We will see. We will see, because this is the Valley up against Team Sexy. We're still at a 50-50 split on who the fans think is going to take this game. Like I said, this will be the heartbreaker game of the North American Challengers Tournament. The Valley up against Team Sexy game 1. And if you ask me, it's tough. You mentioned
Like,
the
based
Cult
off of
Altar,
the pick.
Arvel. You mentioned the Cult Altar, and that could be the game changer. If Team Sexy can maybe get some aggressive first picks early on, it could be their way to victory. Warrior may go down here. They need to be careful for Guapsi. They need to be careful for Raquel. They need to be careful for all of them. Both teams need to be on their P's and Q's right now.
Yeah, and the one thing that I'm seeing here is that their Guapsi's already baited out Warrior's Flicker. So we're already seeing like utilizations of battle spells already, as well as Arvel already had to utilize that sprint early on as well. They were definitely trying to captivate on an early lead, secure that first blood, but it was just a little bit shy. Definitely, you can see the damage output. Rotations down to the gold lane. They have to be listening to us, man. Like I'm telling you, this is what you need to focus on. Gold's gonna be your biggest problem here.
Yeah, especially, I mean, Gold is definitely a monster around him. Nicolette, best player. They definitely carried some games, but I like the Valley's approach right now. They're sticking together. Heavy spin. Talk about an approach. Warrior may go down here. Will get first blood, and that goes to Raquel. The Valley securing that.
See, that's the micro plays that I'm talking about. The team knew they baited out Warrior's battle spell. Flicker already gone. Overextended into the mid lane. Couldn't really get away. Not even level 4 yet. Was able to secure that easy first blood.
And Arvel's now going to get this pull from Ritmaru, able to get away. Turtle is up now, and Team Sexy doesn't want to let that death slow them down. Warrior back in the game. A nice wall coming out to slow Raquel down, but we do have JC up in the top, maybe trying to make a steal here. Best player does go low. Will get the turtle. Is he going to be able to escape this? JC on the chase, and the flicker comes in. Best player goes down. The Valley now leading 2-0. They lose a turtle, but they get a kill onto the jungler.
Yeah, and I mean, we're looking at like this is gonna be an interesting game. It's still going a little slow here. Basic and gold clashing like no tomorrow in this bottom lane. It's a battle of power. You can definitely tell that Team Sexy really wants to jump that bot lane, kind of shut down gold, but I don't think it's gonna happen here. For the side of Team Sexy, I'm gonna need to see best player they're just gonna have to farm it up. If Karina can get to bursting, and then possibly getting like they're gonna have to bait out that Cult Altar. Like that's the win condition here. Like you cannot let when the Cult Altar connects, like get away, run.
Yeah, bait it out. Try to really extend these team fights, right? Try to extend them and not lose too much health. And they do have the, like, Nicolette does have the range. Gold, not the longest range marksman, but with him being able to take shots and move away, take shots, he kites pretty well, right? So and they do have the sustainability in the front line as well. So they do have a win condition here. Like you said, they do have a possibility to bait out these fights, make them last long enough, and then come in. Warrior, though, catches this heavy spin. I think the Valley knows what these win conditions are, and they are being aggressive in the early game. Team Sexy, though, has kept this gold deficit to a minimum throughout these first 4 minutes.
Yeah, and we do see Karina, the jungle path of Karina right now. Best player. Whoa, gets pulled in.
Oh, the Sanguine Claws do come out. Nicolette keeping them away. Best player does escape.
Back to what I was saying there before. Best player almost gets yanked into a tower. Like, best players jungle paths right now are amazing. Other than right there getting pulled into that mid tower, that's the kind of like problems you don't want to arise. Like, and those are the little mistakes that the Valley is going to capitalize on. We have to see best player like dot I's and cross the T's here, and be able to control that jungle away from Nakai here.
Yeah, and look, he does leave his blue buff to try to contest onto this turtle. He did get the last one. Arvel gets the pull. Guapsi gets a turtle and the heavy spin. Locks on a best player. This could be bad. Raquel with that Dawning Light takes out best player Rimuru. Now to the back line. The Cult Altar does come out, giving the Valley the sustainability we were talking about and fending off Team Sexy. And while all this is happening, look at JC cutting all the way to base in that top lane.
That's what JC does good. You know, like just knowing the map and cutting into the back here. But we're coming into the instant replay. Her best player trying to get in there onto it, but the heavy spin does connect and it stops and holds him into the moon shape there of the turtle. And absolutely, and then the cold filter goes off. This is what I was saying that the Valley needed to do. They had to capitalize on that cold filter connects. Get out.
Yeah, and look, hold on. JC making some plays, and while we were in the replay, best player goes down once again, putting them at 0-3. The Valley keeping up their aggression. They've taken the tier 3 in the mid lane, gonna move on to this blue buff, and Warrior can do nothing. Rimuru trying to do something up at the top lane, maybe gain a little bit of ground, but that small deficit. Wait a second, Warrior a little low here. Arvel decides not to go for the chase. Oh my god, a beautiful Dawning Light taking out Warrior. Gold may just be next. He uses the torn apart memories, but just can't get the kill onto Arvel. JC continuing to harass in this top lane, keeping Rimuru away from that tower.
JC is holding his tower as much as possible. Is he thick enough to survive? Rimuru and best player here. It was. JC is just, man, cutting the lanes, getting that early XP farm in so hard. Oh, heavy!
Oh, Cold may go down. Basic does pick up that kill, and Guapsi tanky enough to take a couple tower shots. Warrior gets the stun onto Basic. Guapsi goes too low. Nicolette gets that kill, finally putting the kill on the board for Team Sexy.
Yeah, this is a high kill game almost, you know. 6 minutes in, seven deaths have already occurred, 7 kills have already occurred, you know. So what I mean, the side of Team Sexy, again, like I was saying, they're gonna have to bait out these turtles, definitely capitalize on them.
And look at Raquel's damage right now. Turtle does get stolen. Nicolette able to get it. I mean, at this point, you can lose a turtle. The Valley got the second one. Team Sexy has gotten 2 now. The Valley, though, is holding ahead with this gold lead. And I gotta focus on a Raquel right now. 3-0-2. That last Dawning Light that she sent just brought Nicolette and Gold down to about half health in one shot. Arvel maybe walking in on Warrior. We do have a battle over the blue buff here. Guapsi does get hit by the Sanguine Claws with the Nature's Charge. This could be bad, but Warrior getting caught off. The Cold Ultra keeps everyone alive with just enough time to keep Team Sexy away, and that blue buff is gonna get stolen from Guapsi.
Oof, man, that was a crazy play. They are trying to, on the side of Team Sexy, trying not to get picked off, and they're doing pretty well. They just got to keep this defense up. They have that late game secured on the side by Nicolette. So if they can keep this defense up, maybe get a pick here and there, they might be able to turn this tide and control the wave.
Yeah, Team Sexy definitely very. Wait a second. Best player too deep. Mega kill onto Raquel. Another wonderful play from the Valley, just picking them off piece by piece as JC continues to harass into that top lane. Basic caught in between 2 members. Don't get too crazy. He does have the after image still, or the mirror image. Warrior, though, with the wild charge. Basic may go down. Torn apart memories. Goes right into the face of Basic. And another kill goes into the hands of Team Sexy there.
That was a great play by Warrior. Maybe, nope, showing a lot of presence here, putting up a wall to kind of, again, they're just trying to, whoa!
Oh, God, Arvel gets the kill. Warrior goes down. The combos, the duo between Arvel and Raquel right now is just insanity. These two are causing mayhem all over the map.
Man, dude, Raquel, I mean, it's exactly what you were saying. 4-0-3 already. But we can't even count out JC. I mean, he's an XP laner that normally doesn't really, more of a focus is on sustain. And it is 2-0-2. Like, overall, the whole side of team, the Valley is actually looking hungry. Their snowball is in effect here. The first Lord is not going to be contested. Maybe Team Sexy wants it.
Possibly, but Arvel is there. The Cult Altar has not even come out yet. Dawning Light connects onto 3 members, brings down Gold, and the rest down to about 10% health. Warrior putting up a wall to try to stop it. Raquel wants more. She's moving in. The Lord has moved into the hands of the Valley. Now Guapsi on this bottom lane, gonna help macro a little bit, bring it into that tower as Rimuru is alone, zoned away from her base, zoned away from her team. Arvel now marching with Raquel once again. Warrior stands in this bush, probably trying, ready to defend. Nicolette, along with best player, 3 members, trying to keep this Lord at bay. The Sanguine Claws do come out. The rest of the team closing in with a pincer formation. Warrior does get the wild charge, but Globsy's here with the heavy spin. The Dottie Light connects once again, and a monster kill comes in for Raquel, but the fight does continue. Rimuru into the back line, but he needs to run away. The rest of the team chasing him down. The Lord has luckily been taken off the map, so Team Sexy will live to fight another day, but the Valley doesn't want to let that happen. They're staying aggressive. Another wave of minions coming in as JC holds the front line with Guapsi, looking for a play to be made. Raquel being patient, sending out that Mystic Field to keep them at bay, and another red buff is taken as Guapsi's going to move on and steal the blue as well.
There was so much action that just happened right there. Like with the Lord push, with all of Team Sexy, all I can say is like they're doing decent on the defense, but they're just lacking. The Dawning Lights by Raquel is just not absolutely. Look at that. Look at the damage. It's just too much for Team Sexy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Last game when we watched New Wave, we were talking about Jappa getting fed. For the Valley, you need to watch out for Raquel. And the NASL right now, she's like leading KDA with like a 20-something KDA because she's only died a handful of times. Right now, I can guarantee you Raquel is playing monstrous, and the team knows that. And not only Raquel, the rest of the team as well. I mean, 3 deaths spread out along 5 members. This is a bad spot. Rimuru, you are tanky, but are you tanky enough? Basic will chase you down along with JC, and Rimuru goes down, putting that kill into the pocket of Basic.
I mean, ooh, a double pull back there.
That was nice. JC keeping this front line in. The rest of the team will back off at this point. I don't know. Team Sexy 7K deficit.
How late is their late game? What do they need to get to try to turn this thing around?
They need another like solid 3 minutes. Like and again, if they can get to it, I think it can definitely come into a late game here, and it's just going to be a combination of who has the better retry. As you can see, they're trying to get a little bit of pressure, do some of the split pushing, but JC just will not let that happen. Just absolutely controlling the side lanes. You can just call JC the side lane hustler because he's there 24/7.
I mean, look at the gold difference right now. Look at Raquel with 7,700. Just definitely doing very well for a mage. Compared to Nicolette right now, who's a full 1,000 gold behind. All the members of the Valley are standing tall, but the Lord is up now. Looks like Team Sexy may want to go for the contest. Warrior with the wild charge, but only connects onto 1 member, and the rest of the team is not there to help. Gold firing some shots from the back line, but Warrior may be too low. We haven't even seen the Cult Altar just yet. Gold does keep on pushing, but the torn apart memories is not enough. Raquel will go down. Team Sexy gets 1. Can they get another? Best player now trying to possibly make his move. Does a little bush work, but the Lord is still up, luckily, for Team Sexy. JC keeping vision for his team, holding that front line down. He is a pillar for the Valley right now, and Team Sexy just can't seem to knock him away.
He's just like all over the map, man. Like he's just constantly pressure. I was actually suspecting with Raquel going down that we might see a comeback from Team Sexy here, putting a lot of pressure. They are zoning them out, it looks like, to the Lord. JC does have to go to the side lane. T-Rex, we might see something here.
Yeah, Arvel does get a pull, but only onto Warrior. The Petrify comes in. Arvel getting deleted. This could be good for Team Sexy. We do see Gold trying to work away onto this Lord, but Guapsi is taken down, a double kill, going into the hands of best player Team Sexy. Finally firing back. Raquel hailing down onto JC right now. Best player with the Blazing Duet, but not enough damage on a Warrior just yet. Nicolette trying to fire a couple shots. The Lord still up. This is a long contest. JC back in it along with Arvel, and a Dottie Light connects from across the map onto Nicolette, taking away the damage from Team Sexy. Rimuru also here. Basic will go down. It's a 2-for-2 trade on the map, but Team Sexy is spanning out these fights, but best player is unable to make it. Knocked down. Nothing but Warrior and Rimuru as the Valley stands tall. Arvel now trying to connect on Rimuru. Rimuru just wants to get back to the base. Please let me, but Arvel will not let it happen. Luckily, she uses the ult to get over the wall. Lord still up, still going. The Valley and Team Sexy are in a brawl right now.
Man, Man, let me tell you, the sustain on the Valley and just the like wait and bait plays allowing Raquel to come back, and then the Dawning Light just sniping people. Just not like, just Raquel's just the American sniper.
Definitely doing a wonderful job. But once again, the Lord's a little low, and Guapsi will take it. Now, there are 3 inhibitors up, right? There is a possibility. And Nicolette, we talked about endgame. She was able to go with no deaths for a long time. Yes, the Valley did a great job of starving her out of those stacks, but she's starting to get there along with Gold. We're seeing that damage. So if she can go and not get hit by a Dawning Light, there is a possibility here.
Might even need to start building Athena on the side of Nicolette there. Maybe if you could just survive a Dawning Light or not get taken down to like half HP. Again, they're coming into about that 3-minute mark that I was telling you. So Brody's about to come online. Nicolette's about to come online. We're looking at best players lacking a little bit in the gold side of things. It might also be coming online here soon if they can defend this Lord and not allow it to crack into the base. But from the side of the Valley, they're pushing in every single lane.
And the Lord does connect. First inhibitor will go down there, right down the middle. And the Cult Altar, the Wild Charge tries to defend it, but all the Valley still has 100% health. They are going to keep pushing Lord down to half health. Nicolette trying to defend with all she can, but the pull comes in, and Nicolette goes down. Rimuru maybe next. The Lord finally off the map. Best player in the back line, but the Dawning Light secures that. A triple kill for Raquel. Warrior now all alone. The base down to half health. The Savage for Raquel. The Valley takes game 1.
Wow, a Savage.
Victory!
Was this the first ever Savage?
No, I don't. It's not the first Savage of the NACT, but the first Savage of NACT.